friends, I'm going to walk you through how we are going to set up a DIY homework agenda. Our school, I don't think, purchased planners for our students this year, so we are going to make our own. Now, I just have a spiral notebook. Your student should have one more spiral notebook from their supply list. There were 2 listed. Ms. Dill has already asked that the students use one of those for her ELA class. So we are just going to use the other one as an agenda. All right, so again, I just have a 1 subject because that's all that I had right here at home. So we are just going to use this one for the tutorial. Okay, so what I would suggest doing is have your student do, I call this a big plus sign. We're going to put a big plus sign right here. Okay, and maybe on the left side you could put the date. I'm going to go ahead and put tomorrow's date, so 8/25/20. And then in this section, they might put questions for my teacher. So that way, if they're working on something and they're not sure about it, they don't have to necessarily stop working. They can just skip that part and go to something else. And then when it's time for a live meet, they can ask, they have all of their questions here so that they can ask their teacher the exact question that they needed. All right. They could also put, you know, if we had something that was due in a couple of days, they could put a little reminder right here. All right. But I think the date is probably the most important thing here. And then whatever they want to put here. All right. So this next section, you can label math. And what I would suggest doing is, when your student goes to their daily slides or their slides for the week, find the day. So in this case, since we are doing this for August 25th, that's a Tuesday, so you would find your Tuesday slides. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of fill this in because I already know what we're going to be doing tomorrow. They could even do a little box right there so that they can check things off as they do it. In math, we know that we do daily math every day, so they could put daily math here. And you could even abbreviate it as DM. As long as they know what that means, that's completely fine. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do for our math slides for August 25th, we're going to have some notes that they need to put in their math notebook. And then they are going to do Schools PLP Lesson 1. And then there is a Google Doc. And then they're going to need to turn that in. So turn in. And you may like put a star by the things that you need to turn in. You can come up kind of with your own system. But I would just suggest looking through the slides and making a list of the things that you need to do. And then you can go back to the beginning. And that way, if you only get halfway finished and it's time for a live, they can stop, they can get their live instruction, and then they can come back and they can see exactly where they were, okay? The next thing is Alabama history. I would go ahead and put that because we're doing Alabama history this week. We're going to do another article, and I can put SW for Studies Weekly. And they could note the name of the article here. I know that the notes that we're doing tomorrow has to do with cities in Alabama, but I can't remember the exact name of the article. But they can write the name of the article here, or they don't have to. Either way is fine. And then they'll have that article that they're going to read, and then they have notes. All right. And then you can do a section for ELA. And I don't know that information, but when your child gets to their Google Slides for ELA, you can do it the exact same way that we did right here. Okay, just kind of go to that slide where the assignments are, make yourself a list, and these little boxes will allow them to check things off, and that way you as a parent know what they had to do and what they needed to turn in, what they completed, and anything that's not checked off. We need to double check and make sure that that is taken care of. Okay, and the way that I would approach this is, so we have Tuesday on the front. You might just turn over to the back. Now, I've used a pen on this. I'll probably use a pencil so you can kind of see through it. But you can use the front and the back of the sheets and just do it the same way. 826 over here. And then list your subjects, and they can do a little checkbox each day. The only thing that I would caution you on is maybe just doing a week at a time, like Monday through Friday, because we will be switching in and out of Alabama history and science while we are fully remote. So maybe just do like a week at a time, and you can even set that up on like a Sunday night. Just set up the pages, and then they'll be all set to go each day of the week to make their list for their agenda. So we hope this is helpful. We hope this is a way to help your student be a little bit more organized with their assignments that they have due, and also a way to help you keep track of things that are not yet finished or the things that they completed for the day.